can be a baddie, but at the end of the day, we want to avoid material.
Not being judgmental, but basically anything related to drugs. I just really think it's something that should be considered even for fun.
There's a new trend in town where people are administering alcohol through their rectum.
Where? They are using what?
You lie.
But chugging, as bizarre as it sounds, is a stark example of how far people might go to engage in dangerous drinking behavior. Our doctor, though, is here to break down the effects of alcohol abuse and misuse. Welcome to Health and You. My name is Maria Jones. Enjoy.
There are people who use rectal administration of alcohol to get high. Why will they get high faster and longer and feel the strength of alcohol? Because when you take alcohol, it's the primary function of the liver, for example, to break down the toxins. And then the effect will not be as strong on the body because the liver has broken down most of the toxins within the alcohol composition. However, when you do rectal administration, then it bypasses that entire system. So it goes straight into your bloodstream. So this person will feel the stronger effect of alcohol when they do the AN**S administration of the alcohol.
I bet there are risks.
I feel like it's morally wrong as much as they get what they wanted at the end.
Medically, it's also risky. Why? Because now you're also taking alcohol directly into your system. All the poison, all the toxins, everything that the liver will have removed, you'll get right into your system. And this goes straight into your bloodstream. Remember, we also mentioned the alcohol can also go all the way to the brain. It may also lead to mental degeneration at a younger age for our population, tragically. So it may also not tell you when it's enough. Remember, when you're using it orally, sometimes you just feel a bottle. Some people can tell a bottle or two is enough for me. But when you do rectal administration, then you can't tell when it's enough because it goes straight into your stream. You're high and high and high and high. Again, alcohol, taking it via rectal administration may cause irritation of the rectal area because alcohol sometimes is corrosive, is acidic. So these people may start developing issues with ulcerative conditions around their anal area because of the ingestion of alcohol down there.
In the first place, I really believe that alcohol is not only misused, but it's unhealthy. So even when taking it in small quantities, it has adverse effects. Some of them being liver cirrhosis.
For a student, it's really bad because it lowers your concentration, it lowers your understanding. And I feel like we have all tasted alcohol. It's bitter. I don't know why people find joy in drinking it.
Someone drinks maybe socially, maybe on a weekend, and it's just for, that little bit of euphoria. That's not really bad. If you are a fitness enthusiast, you would try to cut down on your alcohol.
Funny enough, this should be shocking. There are people who will add weight because of alcohol. There are people who lose weight because of alcohol. So it's on the both ends of the spectrum. Why do I say that? Number one, there are people who lose weight because there are some who will take alcohol and then they end up throwing up every content of their intestine because of maybe it's bad taste or it's just a reaction to the alcohol. So many of the times they end up with nutritional deficiencies because they are losing a lot of nutrients. Sometimes alcohol affects your intake. You don't have appetite to eat. On the other side of the spectrum, there are people who will add a lot of weight because of alcohol. Alcohol affects hormones in the body that regulate appetite. These hormones are called leptin and ghrelin. So alcohol will affect the amount of ghrelin that you have. Once it affects ghrelin, then it never tells you to stop eating. So there are people when they're drunk, they eat and eat and eat because the alcohol has affected their hunger cues and their appetite cues, so they will not want to know when to stop. Also to mention, there are people who will eat and drink and forget to buy food, particularly for our youths. Sometimes buying alcohol is expensive. Some of these brands are expensive, so you're a comrade. You've gone shere the whole weekend. You have the whole week to survive. You don't have enough money for yourself.
Maybe the ladies discover that if their men are handling it using alcohol, who are we? Payback, maybe.
Ladies drink, like for example, you see even cocktails, it has liquor. But then it's not like much alcohol, see? But it also depends on like the frequency. So I think the big thing here is frequency of drinking.
First of all, as an elegant lady, that should not be your go-to. That should not be your go-to. We are seen in the society as people who nurture. So you taking alcohol, you're nurturing something bad. Yeah, because when you get married, obviously nobody wants to settle with a person who drinks. At the end of the day, they want a good girl, a reserved girl.
A woman will have hormonal imbalances. Once they have hormonal imbalances, then they'll have risk of not being able to, for example, their monthly periods or their calendar dates will be affected because of the hormonal imbalances. A woman of reproductive age as well, because of too much of alcohol intake. For example, this thing may even affect the unborn child. Remember, alcohol has the ability to cross the placenta. For example, if it's a woman who has a child and is drinking, then this baby will just be having the same effects of alcohol that the mother is having. And even worse, because the baby now does not have developed kidneys and livers to be able to break down the toxins in the alcohol. So a mother may give birth to a child who has already a drunk child, sorry to say, because this thing is already crossing directly into the system of the child. So it is also poses a risk to the health of the unborn child. So they may be give birth to children who have alcohol-related syndromes at early birth.